What's up guys, welcome back from the YgoPro duel video. Nekroz into the quote-unquote new TCG format, or Banlist. Like just dropped earlier today, a couple of hours ago. Immediately started testing. I can't really call it like a new deck. The only thing that changed was adding in the two extra Nekroz of Unicore. This is not like a standard Nekroz deck with like the jealous slime and you know like that's some form of engine in the deck. Wanted to spice things up, and the strategy here is not really new. It's, you know, from the OCG as well. The Deskbot package. The small downside is that you can't like main deck Pot of Extravagance since you need the extra deck, but the upside is that you can play a perfectly legal combo. Aurora Dawn, that's fine. Multiple Herald, that's fair. Helki Fibrex, it's a fair card, doesn't need to be hit. No sooner or no earlier than September. Again, the standard combo of eventually triggering, well, Aurora Dawn, right? You can't go for Link Summon this turn, doesn't matter. You can still go for like Exceed Summon, Synchro Summon. So going for double Herald, getting those beneficial searches, the third Herald, and then the fourth level 4 Synchro, and then, you know, just go for your last Exceed. I think I'm playing Dueling for Exceed. Yeah, I've been switching like with the extra deck, but Access Code Talker is in an extra deck as well. Double Helki Fibrex and one Aurora Dawn. I believe that's fine. Most of the time, I feel that people are just going to stop Helki Fibrex and not the Aurora Dawn, right? Or not? I might be wrong. But at least that's my thought process, right? So double Helki Fibrex and the potential second Fibrex could lead into like an Access Code Talker. Since, as you'll see, like, or you'll be seeing, is the Eldritch matchup. Eldritch is definitely a horrible matchup for the deck. If, you know, like your opponent plays around like the Trishula, it's very hard for Nekroz to, like, get over a boosted Eldritch, for example. Or it's just the engine as a whole. It's very hard for Nekroz to, like, get through it. And that's where, you know, like some stuff like Access Code Target could help out. But yeah, anyway, again, going first with like a fair board. Fair. It's an okay board for Nekroz. It's not really too ridiculous. You have like Unicore to, you know, just shut down, I guess, the entire Synchro package, and the Velkaros was needed. Again, Clauseless also on the field to potentially negate an extra deck summoned monster and put it at 0 attack. The Herald, I needed to get rid of that off the field, and I think I can somewhat safely go for it. I think there is one unknown card in the opponent's hand here. We see it now, it should be the level 2, right? The Doki Doki, I believe the other two monsters were searched out. But, well, I guess playing against Nekroz, you should just empty your hand, I guess. Prevent the Trishula from going off, and now Adamancipator loses the Block Dragon. But, yeah, anyway, so this is cool. I mean, one of the rank 4 exceeds being the Earth one, I believe. The Granite, I believe the name is, to search out my run of Nibiru. Might just main deck like 3 Nibiru. No, I'm not really sure. The fact that this like combo searches it out, but then again, if you're going second against something like Eldritch, Dino, or whatever deck that pumps out Helki Fibrex or Aurora Dawn, I might just slap a Nibiru at 3. If not side deck, right? So again, I think I should drop eventually Nibiru here. I think so, yeah. Brawl Savage will eventually hit the field also. The Reptides, or yeah, that one, level 6. So again, I just dropped Nibiru, right? But I need a top deck. And like in hindsight, like clear mind now post-match, this was the smart play. I think I had like the option to, I had, right? To like search out my second copy of Kaleidoscope. Yeah, there it is. So I just should have been able to search out Kaleidoscope eventually with the Brionec, you know, Clauseless, whatever. And then go for display. Like, you know, Kaleidoscope sending the Elder Entity Entis from my extra deck to the graveyard, right? And then would have been able to like Nibiru swing with 3k and the Unicore as well. That might have been the game, not really sure, since yeah, the Boral Savage stays at 3k due to Unicore. Yeah, indeed, right? Then again, I can't go for the extra, can't go for the Ritual Summon now, since the cycle is not live. Velkaros, well, stays in hand, I guess, for the potential negation or interruption. Yeah, the Manju was a top deck, so I'm able to drop the Clauseless. It's definitely going back and forth. Somewhat of a slow match, but again, going back and forth. Those answers, so Clauseless dropping, dropping the Boral Savage to 0 attack, so I can finally attack over it. This was kind of expected, so eventually put the Clauseless in defense position, but I should have like the upper hand, I guess. The Access Code Toggle and the Needle Fiber or Helki Firebricks are lurking in the background, and there it is, the Helki Firebricks play for Access. Oh yeah, like that's something like, oh man, this is going to be sweet, and then the opponent scooping too early, so you can't get like a decent ending of the replay. That's how it is. So going first, this build I kind of put up earlier, like a couple of weeks ago with Eldlish, not Eldlish, but Dragma Nekroz, currently one of the, well, Dragma Invoked that is, but Dragma, a superb engine for Nekroz as well. So maybe Konami setting that up pretty easily, but that's besides the point. But again, Dragma, sweet engine, pretty much does the same job using your extra deck monsters, and yeah, this engine, same engine I was using for that particular profile, right? So again, getting Coldwing, I believe, on the field. Coldwing has a nifty effect. It can put up, or you know, like tribute 2 tokens to, first of all, destroy an opponent's card, and then that card will be banished. So in the Eldritch matchup, that might be okay, banished like an Eldritch monster. And yeah, this is definitely a strange move. At some point I was running, let's say, at least my thought process was like, man, if they negate Helki Firebricks, I can, you know, do some gimmicky plays of tagging out Helki Firebricks, go for the level 4 Synchro Tuner, and then maybe make Boral Savage. Yeah, good idea. But nah, it's just not that great. Eventually dropped it from the extra deck. I believe stuff like another Helki Firebricks and Access Code Talker can pump out big beat sticks, get over like big bosses, and Eldritch is again a problem. So Salad's definitely burned through already a lot of things. Run into like the counter trap, that's cool, trying to get an extra draw, reset up my engine, and fall into an Ash Blossom. So I was like, okay, it's fine, I should be able, no, okay, no Trish, or can I go for Trish, not really sure. Probably not, yeah. So Nibiru is still sitting in a hand, and double interruption being both impermanence and Call by the Grave. Yeah, again, it's just a matter of time, right? So hopefully getting some beneficial draws, and again, it's just a matter of time that I'm able to drop Trishla and eventually go for games. And again, both are 2 monsters in the hand. Not really sure if that, no, indeed, yeah, it's I guess stuck in the hand. The, what is it called? The Exceed monster. Yeah, whatever, right? I believe there is nothing to be top deck, and yeah, double call. This Call by the Grave and impermanence is again sweet, deliciously a game. So last example, going second, and this is Eldritch. I mean, next to Emancipator is fine. You can just, if you're going first, put up Unicore, you know, make your standard plays, right? But going second, you might need maybe evenly matched Dark Ruler, no more Lightning Storm, you know, the standard good stuff. Probably Dark Ruler, no more. But against Eldritch, it's a different thing. So going first, okay, Unicore definitely does something, prevents the Helki Firebrick engine from going off. But the problem is that the Eldritch monster can just pop your Unicore, right? So that's problem number 1. And problem number 2, here in this case, the Eldritch monster was able to was special summoned due to its own effect. So now it cannot be destroyed by card effect. So again, that's a problem. And of course, your opponent can easily play around the Trishla, right? So again, the Coldwing eventually could use its effect, but again, the pumped up Eldritch cannot be destroyed, so I can't use it on that. But both desk bots are pumped up to 3.5k attack, so eventually opt to suicide and use Coldwing's effect to indeed sacrifice the tokens, I guess, and banish the Eldritch on my opponent's side of the field. We still know there is an Eldritch in the graveyard and a trap to be used during the opponent's turn, so not really sure. But I eventually opt to go for, you know, reset up my engine, not leave the Unicore on the field, because, again, my thought process, I had the Nibiru, and, you know, just in case if the opponent, like, draws the Jet Synchron, you know, Jet Synchron shenanigans, because I just sacrificed my Unicore for Emerald, I could just drop Nibiru, right? So not a threatening field, 1 card in hand, that's just screaming for Trishula, but yeah, the failure was kinda expected. So yeah, dropping the Trishula, hopefully get the effect off, but run into Veiler, and this should be the duel, if I'm not mistaken. Again, the Access Code Talker, yeah, indeed, yeah, normal summon the Manju, trying to get the Surge, and eventually, yeah, Access Code Talker again would finish the deal. Last example, yeah, going second, Dinosaurs. Also a deck that, again, with our ban list, it wasn't hit. Well, should Dinosaurs get it? Probably not. But yeah, I mean, this engine, we're stuck with it until September, at least until September. So yeah, the Tolka play seems quite sacrificing, right? I mean, maybe Fury Nibiru? Not really sure, because again, now like the field is going to be much weaker. And with much weaker, I mean no Trishla. And the Croco, you know, getting those beneficial draws. Drexler is cool, Tolka is cool, but probably, yeah, Drexler should have been special summoned in the extra monster zone here, right? I mean, Conductor would have been used, or would have been able to use the effect on like the baby in hand, but it doesn't matter. Necro, no Dark Rule, and that's one of the reasons why I might main deck triple Dark Rule no more, just because of this going second, and because everyone and their mother is main decking like the healthy Fibrex Ancient. Then again, I don't want to flood my main deck with too many like bricks, I guess, too many hand traps, disruptions, interruptions. So I mean, Soravis is a cool tech. Same for the Cold Wing, the Mecha Phantom Beast level 4. It's cool. It's just something different, right? Compared to the Chalice, you know, like the engine, right? Chalice Slime and so on. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.